Hey guys, and welcome to a Team Deathmatch Black Ops 3 video on Stronghold. Now, I'm using the VMP for the first time. This was the first time I ever used the VMP. And the reason why I decided to start using the VMP was because I saw so many people using the Kuda and the first assault rifle that you get. And I wanted to try and use a more unique gun that people weren't necessarily using. Now, the VMP, when you look at its stats, it's not necessarily the greatest gun stat-wise. I think its damage is quite low, its fire rate is quite high, but it has quite high recoil, etc. But as you can see by my first couple of kills, which was in this area, I managed to pick up some pretty nice mid to long range shots. I mean, they're not tremendously long. But I would say for an SMG, they're quite long. And it worked out quite well. Now, the VMP, I spoke to one of my friends and I was like, dude, you have to try out this gun. This was my first game trying out the gun, so I don't think I had any attachments for it, etc. And it was just to see if the gun was any good. And when I started using this thing, I was like, wow, in 1v1 situations, especially in buildings, this gun is insane, and it wipes people out in probably 1.5 seconds, 1 second. I mean, that was hip fire, and it demolished that guy. So after using this gun twice, I mean, this was my first game, I said to my friend, dude, you have to try out the VMP. And he came in, and I showed him this video, I showed him this recording. And he was like, oh, it looks okay. Although I'm using the Kuda at the moment. I said, dude, you've got to try out this gun, okay? It has quite a lot of recoil. Well, in some situations it has recoil. Although at other times, it seems to have none. It's like really temperamental. It's like in one situation it's got no recoil. And then another situation it's like, got absolutely crap tons and you miss everything. It's insane. I think I don't know if it's random or whether it's just me, but that's what I find anyway. So anyway, he went and tried the VMP. Okay, it is the only gun he uses now. If you're struggling to get kills and you're struggling to 1v1 people, maybe they manage to kill you just before you kill them, then the VMP, I highly recommend it. And I have seen a lot more people starting to use this gun recently, so I'll probably end up using a different gun, because I hate using the same gun that everybody else is using. I like to be unique, and I like to, I don't know, if everyone's using the same gun, I think it becomes a little bit boring, and I like to try different things. And sometimes I think, like there's an SMG, I can't remember the name of it, I think it's the one after the VMP, or the one after that, but it has the highest fire rate in the game, and I've been using that a little bit recently, after the VMP, and I have to say that I'm getting great results with that as well. I think I did add the grip, etc. to that though, because of the high fire rate, but I haven't actually tried that with the extra fire rate though. I'm guessing it is a beast, but when I do, I'll make a video on that if you guys would enjoy that. But yeah, I fail there. This gun is great in 2v1 situations as well. If you're on your own against two people, the amount of times that you just manage to get both kills is pretty surprising. Actually, it's a really good hip fire gun, and I know some people will be like, why'd you hip fire? Stop being a noob, etc. But obviously, in some situations, hip fire is pretty OP, especially in close quarters. It's like the shotgun equivalent. The SMG shotgun equivalent. So yeah, this was my first gameplay. I just wanted to share it because before using this gun, I necessarily was struggling to get lots of kills. I was using the Kuda. I was getting kills, but I wasn't finding myself getting lots of kills in a row, etc. And I found myself dying 1v1 quite often. However, as soon as I started using this gun, it just suited my game, like the way I play, rushing in, getting kills, getting up in people's faces. That's how I like to play. I don't like sniping. I don't like getting a long assault rifle and taking it slowly. Unless I'm in search and destroy. If I'm in search and destroy, then I like to go slow. However, when I'm in team deathmatch, I do like to go a little bit crazy and get in people's faces. And get into positions where they don't think you're going to be. This is a long range shot. And although I did miss quite a lot of it, you can see, well, I don't know what you define as long range. I think for an SMG that was pretty long, but it probably was perhaps mid-range. If you're a sniper, then long range is obviously from one side of the map to the other. But yeah, I just wanted to share this gameplay just to say that the VMP, guys, is so OP. Go try it if you haven't already. I'm seeing loads of people try it though, so I'm guessing most people have tried it by now. And this wasn't necessarily a great gameplay, however it was my first game playing that gun. And that's why I thought it was quite important, because if you use a gun for a while and then you get a good score, then it's not necessarily a special. But this was the first time I tried the gun. Straight in, 22 kills to 8.